Good afternoon, Fitness Method family. Coach Alexis here. Happy Memorial Day weekend. We hope you guys have had a great week. We are excited to participate in our first Memorial Day Murph as the Fitness Method with you all this coming Monday, May 27th. As you guys know, the event will begin at 9 a.m. So just want to give you guys some information on what to expect, as this will be a little bit different than when you come in for a normal class. So again, the whole event starts at 9 a.m. All right, we'll have the national anthem, some opening remarks and things like that. After that is when we will start the heats. We will do a class game warm-up, all right? So it's not going to be your traditional style warm-up that we typically do here in class. So what that means is you guys should get here early to warm yourselves up. There will be a suggested warm-up on the board, and I'll go through that as well. But again, we will not be warming up as a group like you're typically used to. We will run Murph and heats. So the heats will be as follows, just so you guys can have a heads up. If you guys are going fully RX, that is vested fully RX, you guys are going to go in heat 1. 5 minutes after heat 1 begins, heat 2 will start. Heat 2 is going to be everybody going RX without a vest. So if you are not wearing a vest but going RX, then you will go in heat 2. Heat 3 is going to be everybody who are scaling the movements, but you are wearing a vest. So if you are scaled and wearing a vest, you will go in heat 3. That heat will begin 5 minutes after heat 2. And then heat 4 will be everybody else, everybody who is scaling and not wearing a vest. So again, heat 1 is RX with a vest. Heat 2 is RX movements without a vest. Heat 3 will be all of our scaled athletes with a vest. Heat 4 will be all the rest of our scaled athletes, everybody not wearing a vest. You will go in that heat. All right, your suggested warm-up for Murph. Again, this is going to be on the board when you guys arrive on Monday, so I'll go through it quick, and then you guys will see it on the board when you get here. You're going to start. It's going to be 3 rounds for quality. You're going to start with 10 leg swings. This can be forward and backwards. All right, or if you guys want to go side to side, you can do that as well. All right, so this is going to be 10 per leg, so you go 10 on one side, 10 on the other. After that, it's going to be a 50-meter jog. That's going to be to the basketball hoop and back. You guys come in from your 50-meter jog. You're going to go 5 downward dog with a pause, plus a push-up and a cobra stretch. So what that's going to look like, I've got my downward dog with a pause. I'm going to come in for a push-up and then go into a cobra stretch. Obviously, with that push-up, again, you can go down to your knees if you need to as well. From there, you guys are going to go 5 tempo squat and reaches with a 3-second descent. So what that's going to look like, you're going to tempo down 1, 2, 3. Give me a reach and a reach up. Come back up. Only a tempo on the way down. So again, 1, 2, 3. Give me a reach and another reach. Come back up. From there, you're going to go 5 kip swings, arch to hollow. After that, you guys will stay up on the rig for 5 strict pull-ups or 5 ring pull-ups. Again, you can go reverse grip, whatever grip you guys want to. Chin over the bar, come back down. Or like I said, we can also go 5 ring pull-ups on the rig as well. So from that almost seated position, pull yourself up, come back down. That's going to be your suggested warm-up. Again, 3 rounds for quality, and that'll be on the board when you get here. Again, arriving around 8:30, 8:45. Get yourselves warmed up, ready to go prior to opening ceremonies at 9. What is Memorial Day Murph? Most of us are familiar with it, but for those of you who are new to the fitness method or to functional fitness, Murph is a hero WOD that gyms worldwide do every Memorial Day. It is for time. It starts with a 1-mile run. When you come in from that, you have 100 pull-ups, 200 push-ups, and 300 air squats, followed by another 1-mile run. Now, Murph can be partitioned however you want to. So maybe you want to split it into 2 rounds, and you go 50 pull-ups, 100 push-ups, 150 air squats, all right, and then you repeat that. You guys can break that down. There's going to be a lot of different not modifications. There's going to be a lot of different ways to partition Memorial Day Murph. We're going to have those all posted on the rig for you. You guys can also team up together. If you wanted to go teams, that's another scaling option. In order to be fully RX, you must start with the 1-mile run, complete your 100 pull-ups, 200 push-ups, 300 air squats, again, partitioning that as needed, followed by the one run. If you were to partner up, team up, it would be a scaled variation for that, and that's totally fine as well, okay? You guys are going to be able to break the runs down if you need to break the runs down. If you're a non-impact athlete, you could go on the machine for the run instead, and we'll have different options available for you guys. All the machines will be outside, so you guys will be able to hop on those if you're not able to run Murph this year. So maybe the 1 mile run isn't doable for you. That's going to take you a lot of time, and you really don't think you're going to complete that successfully, or that's just a lot for you. You can scale that down. You can do a 1,200 meter run. You could go an 800 meter run and split it in half at the top and the bottom. Those are also viable options. Going over the pull-ups. Your pull-ups for Murph are just chin over the bar, regular pull-ups. They can be kipping, they can be strict, they can be butterfly, as long as, like I said, that chin gets over the bar. So again, maybe you want to kip it. Maybe you want to go strict. Or maybe you want to butterfly it. Any of those options are perfectly fine for our RX pull-ups. Again, you can partition those 100 reps however you need to. Maybe the pull-ups aren't an option for you guys. The next scaled variation, okay, is going to be banded pull-ups, and that's just going to be the band hanging from the rig, okay? We're not going to be able to go any bands across the rig today or on Monday for Murph. However, you can bring the bands down that are hanging. They just must be pushed off to the side. So you guys can, again, do the banded option, or if that's not an option, you can go to ring pull-ups. Those ring pull-ups, again, are how I demoed earlier. Coming from that seated position, pull yourself up, or as always, we can also go ring rows. After the pull-ups, you guys have push-ups. Again, you can partition these however you need to. So you can break down the reps. I'm just going to go in order as the workout is prescribed. So the pull-ups to the push-ups. So the push-ups, you guys have been doing them all month. Okay, so we all know what push-ups are. We know what they look like. Again, if you are doing the May push-up challenge, all you have to do are your Murph push-ups. You do not have to do any additional on Monday. Just make sure you record some of your push-ups while you're doing Murph, and those will count. And go ahead and tag everything like you typically do, and those are going to count for the day. We don't want you guys doing any additional push-ups on Monday or after. Hands and feet, okay? My nose and my chest are going to touch the deck, and I'm going to push myself up in one fluid motion. Again, coming down, pushing myself up. If you need to scale that, you can go down to a knee. You can push up down to a knee or on your knees. Again, chest and nose still touch the deck. Notice how I still stay in that tight plank position as I push myself up. If hands and knees aren't an option for you guys, you need to go lower. You can always obviously use a box. Okay, push up to that box, come back. If you need to take it down farther, you can do that as well. Or if you needed to use a wall or a higher surface or a bench, all of those options are going to be possible for you guys on Monday. Again, if you need assistance with that scaling, go ahead and talk to a coach. You have your air squats. Again, it is 300 air squats. These are going to be all the way down below parallel, standing all the way up. Notice with that means my hip crease is below my knee. Okay, if I were to take a marble, that marble should roll down my knee. All right, if you guys are higher, that marble will roll down. So again, all the way down below parallel, standing all the way up for those. Okay, so those are straightforward, typical air squats. If you can't get all the way down below parallel, then as always, you can use a box. Okay, and we know who you are. So we know who would need to possibly modify down. Or if you need to get a med ball, you can also squat to a med ball to give yourselves a target as well. Okay, so we're going to have all the boxes, all the med balls, either outside or on the weightlifting side of the bay on Monday. So again, we're going to have the room set up, ready to go for you guys for however you need to scale it. So again, Memorial Day Murph will begin at 9 a.m. on Monday. So as I mentioned earlier, make sure you guys are here early, get yourselves warmed up. Make sure you guys are hydrating over the course of the weekend. You should not just start to drink water on Monday morning. It's going to be hot out. If you guys want to bring fruit, if you guys want to bring Gatorade, anything like that, we definitely recommend that way you guys can stay fueled and hydrated. Also expect to be here at least 2 to 2.5 hours. It's a long workout. As I mentioned earlier in this video, we're going to run all the heats throughout the morning. So you might be in one of those later heats. Again, the last heat I think starts just 20 minutes after the first one, so not much longer. But stay, cheer everybody on unless you absolutely have to leave when you finish, and we understand that. But let's band together as a community. Let's have some fun. Let's honor all those who have sacrificed their lives defending our freedom and our country. We look forward to seeing you guys Monday at 9 a.m. for the Fitness Method's first ever Memorial Day Murph. See you guys there.